Elliot Grinch.
Alright, what's going on, everyone? Elliot Grinch here, back with another GTA 5 LSPDFR quick tutorial. And in this tutorial, I'm going to show you about installing another MLO, which is a Cluckin Bell down in Little Seoul. And this one I actually used in my previous LSPDFR, well, not LSPDFR, but in my GTA 5 of Life, which is my real life mod series. And I make a Cluckin Bell run from Los Santos into Liberty City, and I actually use this MLO. So the downfall was when I went to go inside the Cluckin Bell, I had to, go through the doors using a trainer. Well, I used a mod rather to go through the doors. But I just wanted to show that the Cluckin Bell actually does work in single player. I think the issue was because I had to modify some of the mods in order to use the Liberty City mod. But anyway, so this is the Cluckin Bell here in Little Seoul. So as you can see the interior, and we'll go inside. So the doors do work. You'll go right through the doors. But I'm gonna pin the video that I did for Los Santos into Liberty City run. But anyway, this is the inside. Okay, I don't think the those don't work. Okay, so you can just go inside and you can use the. I know you could go behind the counter. So this door works. I don't think there's nothing over there. So you're just behind the counter. But MLOs are much better than Y maps, because too many Y maps will actually, if you have too many Y maps installed and too many props spawning at the same time or whatever, it will slow down your frames per second. You'll definitely get a you'll experience degradation in the your performance. So keep that in mind. So MLOs are much better. That's my personal opinion. So we're gonna step out, but I just wanted to show you this is what it will look like after installing the MLO. So like I said, this wasn't created for single player use. It was actually it's Fivem resources which are utilized on a Fivem server. But anyway, I'm gonna go to my desktop and I'm going to show you what I did. All right, so we're here at my desktop, and I already have a few things opened up. So try to make this as quick as possible. Only because I already have the folder of my resources, the resources that I used, the ones that I took out, which are only a couple of files, which will actually get the MLO or interior to function correctly. So anyway, and just keep in mind that of course, if you do add other MLOs within that area, you may have collision issues based on how the developer or modder who created that MLO did the collision. So that's always going to be a problem or issue. So just bear that and keep that in mind. But anyway, so here's the Cluckin Bell. This is from like I said, from Fivem, the Fivem forum modifications resource release site, resources release site. So just you can do a search for Fivem. I'll do it real quickly just so you see what I'm speaking about. So Fivem. So this would be the website. So it's Fivem. You go to forum. You'll probably have to do a couple of captures, but once you get through the captures, and that'll be that. Once you get to this site, you're gonna go to Fivem resource developing and modding. You're gonna go to releases, and this will be the site that you'll be at. So as you can see, I might have to download this. Okay, this is something new. All right, so periodically I come to this website, and there's just like a plethora of new resources. So I'm gonna leave that open because I'm gonna come back here and take a look. But anyway, you do a search up here and search Cluckin Bell, and you'll get to this. But anyway, this is created by DPS GTA. So like I said, you already seen the gameplay. This is what it looks like in Fivem. So like I said, he created this, he or she or whoever created this for Fivem use, for Fivem online, server games. So there's a bunch of files in there that attribute to Fivem servers. But anyway, you download that. Once again, I recommend using DLC Pack Creator 1.1 created by Skylums. I utilize this very frequently, but not so much because once you get the folders, I suggest you create your own save folders for whatever you plan on adding to the game, and then therefore you can do it yourself, and you won't really need the this mod so much. But until you get there, I recommend using this. So anyway, let's minimize that. So I have it open just so I can show you, my steps, the steps that I took in order to create the single player version of that MLO for Cluckin Bell. So I have Open4 already open. So you're gonna need Open4 in order to modify the files. So what you'll do is you'll create a DLC name. So you'll make Cluckin, Cluckin. That's what I did. You already have it on map. The default is map, but like I said, you could use this to create vehicles, but we're using it for a map. So you create the DLC. It'll to ask you where you want to save it at. You save it to the desktop. That's what I do. That's what I do. Keeps everything simple. You no longer need that. So for this purpose, I'm going to drag this folder here just to open up the folder. There's no need, this is not where this folder is going to be placed. But I just want to open up the folder so you can take a look at the inside of how it looks before being modded. So just hold on for a sec. Phone going off. I apologize for that. But so here we go. So we have the DLC. Open that up. We have x64 content setup. All that stuff I will show you momentarily, but let's open it up now. But this is what it looks like. So it already creates the folder paths of where the folders, where the files will end up at. Okay, so that's what this creates, the paths, so that the game knows where the resources are in order to load them into the game. Okay, setup is just pretty much the name of the file, the DLC file, which is going to be placed on the downloadable content list, the DLC list, which if you're familiar with modding, you know what I'm speaking about. So anyway, let's close that out. x64 are the folders leading to where we're going to place the resources. So in my previous tutorials, I explained how most of the time cluckin.rpf is where you place files that are YDR files, YBN, anything that deals with the interior files themselves, the resources. That's where those goes. The metadata is where you place all types of YMaps, YDDs. That's just my preference, but we'll get into that in a moment. So I just wanted to open up that folder just to show you that. So that's the path. So we're gonna get out of this. We're going to go back, and I'm going to delete this from here because we don't need that. All right. So you close that out. So anyway, once you download the Cluckin Bell file from the Fivem website, this is what you're going to get. Release Cluckin Bell. So we're going to open that up. Disregard this. This is my stuff. All right. I already have this placed because like I said, I already messed around with this. So, but this is what the actual inside is going to look like. You're going to have a stream folder and you have the resource folder. Like I said, that's because this was made for Fivem servers, for Fivem use. So those are the things that are needed for Fivem use. When you open up the stream, you have 3 folders. One is the interior. You'll see a gang of files. Props, another gang of files here. And then you have replace, another gang of files here as well. You won't have this removed folder. This is just for my reference of the files that I removed in order to get the single player version to work. All right, I'll show you I think it's 4 files. Yeah, it's 4 files, excuse me, that I had to remove in order to get the interior that I showed you. All right, so we'll get to that in a moment. All right, so what you want to do is when you go into your game in Open 4, we're going to click the edit, which I already did. We're going to go to mods. If you don't have it already, it's going to be update x64 DLC packs. And you just click on any one of these in order to get the screen, which will show you this. Copy to mods folder. All right, so then once you're in the mods folder, that's where you want to be. And if you don't have the DLC packs already in the mods folder, this will create that path for you. Once you have that, you're gonna get out of there. You're gonna go to mods, update x64 DLC packs, and you should have whatever folders you have along that path in the mods folder from the DLC packs folder location. All right, so I have a bunch of things already there. So you already see I have a Cluckin folder there. That's what I used in order to do the intro. So this is where you're gonna place your Cluckin folder. So you're gonna place that Cluckin folder within there. I'm not gonna do it because I already have one already there. I'm just gonna walk you through the steps within my Cluckin folder. Okay, so once you have that, we're gonna open up Cluckin DLC x64 levels GTA 5. So now this is where we're gonna change some things around. Okay, those folders that were created by the game with the cluckin.rpf, cluckin underscore meta .rpf, you're going to delete those. So just highlight them, like this. You can right click on them, I believe, and you're going to delete. So you should have an empty location. Okay, you're going to create folders. All right, you're going to go to new RPF archive, and you're going to create 6 folders. Okay, it's going to be 6. So you enter the names, enter them just as you see from the resource folder, but you're going to add for 3 of them. You're going to make them underscore metadata folders. You're going to keep the same titles, but you're going to make underscore metadata folders. All right, so create those, and you'll be good to go. So you should have 6 folders, just as I do. Interior underscore metadata, props underscore metadata, replace underscore metadata. Okay, so once you have those folders, you'll be set. You're good to go. So it's gonna, as you can see, it's gonna correspond with the same folders that were already in the resource folders for the Fivem use. Now, the next thing we do is we're going to separate the files. So we go into interior. Okay, within the interior folder, as I stated in a previous video, I place all YDR files and YBN, as you can see. So you got to go through this, and all YDR files ending with the YDR, you're going to place all those within here. Anything with YBN, you're going to place in here as well. The other remaining files are going to go into the metadata for interior. Okay, so once you do that, you're good to go. You should have 18 files. If you take a look at mine, you should have 18 files within the interior RPF folder. Okay, so then you're going to go to metadata for the interior. Now, here, you're going to delete the CB. So delete CB, then hit enter. Okay, it should just be manifest. Okay, manifest YMF file. I don't know why they put extensions at the end, but I guess that's for resource use for the servers. But anyway, you delete that, and the manifest goes in here. All the other remaining files should go in here. So you should have a total of 23 files in this folder. So between the two interior folders, you should have a total of 23. So as you see here, I have 5. And in the other one, I believe I had 18. So that makes 23. So you should have the same thing as well. Okay? Once you have that, we're going to move on to the next, which is going to be props. Open up the props file or folder. We have a total of 29 files. So we're going to open up interior metadata. Okay, let me go back. Props RPF. Okay, so we're going to have 23. So that means 6 of these files are going to go into the metadata folder. So you should have 23 combination of YDR, which I believe these are all YDR files. So all the YDR files go into here, into this folder. We're going to get out of there. Props metadata. The 6 remaining files. So we have 23 plus 6 makes a total of 29. So the 6 remaining files, YTD and the YTYP files, go into the metadata for props, the props metadata. Okay, once you do that, you get out of there, we're going to go to the replace folder. So the replace folder has, if you remove this folder that I have here, it has a total of 16 items. Okay. Let me backtrack. I'm sorry. There's 16 items plus the 4 that we're going to remove. So it's 20. You should have a total of 20 items in your folder. But in mine is different because, like I said, I've already removed the ones that we're going to remove, that I'm going to show you to remove, and plus the remaining files. So it should be a total of 20. Okay? So let's get to the ones that we removed. All right, so it'll make everything much simpler. So you're going to remove these 4 files. Okay, I'll leave it up on the screen for a moment so you can take a look at yours and remove these 4 files. HEI underscore KT1 underscore 09, which is a Y map. HEI underscore KT1 underscore 09 underscore STRM underscore 0, which is also a Y map. So you're going to remove those 2 Y maps. Then you're going to remove these 2 files, which are YTD files. You're going to remove these 2 YTD files. So once you have those 4 items removed, you could discard them. It's up to you. You can put, if you don't plan on using a Fivem server, or you put them to the side because you have the original file, unless you delete that as well. That's up to you. So once you have those 4 items removed, you'll have a total of 16 files left. Okay. So 7 items are going to go in replace.rpf, which are, like I said, once again, YBN, YDR, YFT, YDR, and YDR. Those 7 files go into that folder. They will back out, and the remaining 9 files go into the replace metadata folder. Okay, a total of 9 items. So let's make sure we have 9 plus 7 gives us 16. Total of 16. Oh, and once again, for the metadata, the manifest Koreatown, delete Koreatown. Just make it manifest. Okay, it should look just like this, manifest. All right, but this one is fine. Koreatown metadata underscore 002 YP, leave that file as is. Okay. Now Once you have that done, we're going to back out. If you can't back out, just get to DLC packs, Cluckin DLC, get here. All right, you want to be here. So now we have to do the content. We have to fix the content file. So I'm just going to open mine's because mine's is already done. But like I showed you before, yours is going to have the path for 2 locations. What you want to do is just copy the two path locations that you have and duplicate it so that you have a total of 6 lines here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it should say DLC Cluckin platform. You know, you should have this a total of 6 times. Just keep it between the data files open and close. Open-ended and close-ended. You want to keep it in between there. So you should have a total of 6. Okay, and what you'll be changing is just the folder location, the actual folder. So I'm gonna leave mine up on the screen so you can take a look at the change that I did. So it's gonna stay the same DLC Cluckin downloadable content folder, but you're going to change the ending. So it's gonna be interior.rpf. Then the next one will be interior_metadata.rpf. You're just sending you're just making the location a different folder. And you're going to do the same for props, then props metadata, replace, and replace metadata. And that's it. Then we're going to go down to the bottom and you should have 2 lines. And once again, do the same thing. You're going to make 6 lines. Okay, so then it's going to be the same thing. 6 lines, interior.rpf, interior_metadata.rpf, props.rpf, props_metadata.rpf, replace.rpf, and replace_metadata.rpf. So the same thing, just do the same thing that I have here. And you'll be good to go. So we'll X out of that. And everything else is the same. DLC Cluckin is the name of the folder or the downloadable content. All that stuff remains the same. Nothing has to be changed. So once you finish that, you have your Cluckin single player game folder. So now we're going to go to update RPF, common, data, and we're going to go to our DLC list and we're going to edit that. Mine is already edited, but I'm just going to show you. You have to add the line for Cluckin. Okay, you add that Cluckin line at the bottom. Save. You can close out open 4 and you are good to go. You can open up your game and go to Little Soul, go to that location, and you should have Cluckin Bell Interior MLO working in your single player game. All right. So I'm going to close out by opening up, I'm going to do the outro within the, by the Cluckin Bell just to show you once again. But anyway, let's make sure that it works. I'll see you in a bit. All right, that's going to do it for this episode or this tutorial. Hopefully it assisted you with hopefully I assisted you with being able to install an MLO, as well as utilizing resources from Fivem servers or Fivem games or mods. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, notification button so you're notified of all my new content. Also, please share. I appreciate all the new subscribers I have, and I appreciate those who do comment and interact with me, because all that stuff helps. It lets me know if I'm steering in the right direction with how I should create content. But anyway, Elliot Grinch, GameboyEG, signing off on another one. Take care. Be safe.